these girls, to me, all seem to want to be the queen or the one that everybody think of when they say housewives. And I don't think that that's possible. I think there's one queen and there's a lot of princesses.
NeNe, thank you so much for being here with us to co-host. You were awesome.
Listen, Real Housewives of Atlanta airs Sunday nights on Bravo. Make sure you tune in, because you know things will be wild. NeNe, we love you. You know that.
Thank you. I'm on episode 3.
We'll be waiting for you.
Yeah.
I saw what you did there, girl.
Now, you know, NeNe, we couldn't let you just come here and co-host. We had to ask you a few questions.
Sure you
Had to
did.
put you in the hot seat for a second.
Oh, boy.
All right, let's start with this. You said you had one foot out the door with the Housewives, but you
Yeah.
came back. Why'd you come back?
The first reason is this is my baby. Okay, I feel like I birthed this baby and I need to see it all the way through. Now, there are times when I get frustrated with it and I want to get a baby up for adoption. But, you know, after talking to my family, talking to my friends and my team, you know, they encouraged me to go back and pick my baby up and rock my baby. So Housewives is my baby. And I really do want to see it, you know, stay around for 10, 15, 20 years if we can.
I don't keep up with the Joneses. I am the Joneses.
Do you remember the very beginning?
I do.
What do you remember about the beginning?
I remember when it was just one van. I don't even know if we had a van, honestly. We might have been all in cars. There was no money. We didn't have any. They sure didn't give us any if they had some. We got paid $5,000 for a whole season, and that was little, you know.
Wow.
And, you know, just the way we operate now, it's a big footprint now.
Yeah, it
Back
is.
then, it was a thumbprint.
Do you have any issues with the other shows and the other ladies getting attention?
No, I don't. It's like being in a sorority. So I like a lot of the other girls because we don't work together. Now, if we work together, then I might not would like them.
Greg is sitting behind you.
Yes.
But we saw in the trailer that
Yes.
you all are discussing an open marriage?
Yes. You creep around Atlanta.
I creep around Atlanta.
How you feel about open marriages? So we're just really having a grown-up adult conversation talking about open marriages. Not that we're going to have one.
Do you want an open marriage?
No, but if he wanted one, I would have one.
You would be okay with that?
Yeah, if he wanted one.
But then you'd be able to do your thing too.
Absolutely, with rules.
What would the rules be?
It's do what you do, but I don't need to see it.
And
As
then
long
you
as-
can do what you do.
And you don't need to see it.
Really?
As long as you ain't putting nothing in each other's faces. But, you know, that's not what we're doing. But it was definitely a conversation that we needed to have because I feel like if one or the other is being unfaithful and you still want to be married, you may as well be having an open marriage, right?
I hear you,
It's kind of
but-
open to me.
But it sounds like you wanted it.
No, that's not the case. I mean,
Okay.
you know, I think people get it really twisted. You know, Greg has been dating me since I was in my 20s. And, you know, Greg might have ran a lot of circles around a young girl in their 20s. And a lot of things I've learned it from Mr. Greg Leaks, honey. So Greg is not sitting over there like, you know, like a little old angel. Yeah. No, of course I wouldn't want to have an open marriage. And if it really got to that point, I probably would, you know, give Greg the peace sign. People have had things to say about our relationship, but
How is
honestly,
it now? How is the
our
relationship?
relationship is great. I mean, we've been together forever. But if I'm with Greg because I want to be with Greg. Don't get it twisted. If I did not want to be with Greg, I would not be with Greg. And I would tell Greg very openly, you know, I don't hold my tongue about stuff.
No, you don't.
I would
Love is
tell
a
him
lie.
I'm out.
Let's talk about more from that trailer.
Yes.
In the trailer, you told Marlo that people don't really know the real Cynthia.
Correct. Cynthia has a side to her that you guys do not know about.
Everything in the dark comes to light.
Yes, we are talking about Cynthia Bailey. I think the purpose of that conversation was, I think a lot of people over the years have felt like I was the more aggressive one in our relationship, or she was following me around, or something to that effect. And that's not the case. Cynthia definitely has a side to her. For whatever reason, Bravo has not shown that side of her, but that I think.
What is that side?
I think there's another side to her that isn't that kind.
Really?
Yes, I honestly think that I know that she has a side to her that is not a kind side.
Now that she has found love, though, she and
What's
Mike
that got
Hill are
to do with it?
engaged. Do you
Who
think
you
that
are
changed?
on the inside is really who you are. It doesn't matter who you're with. You can cover it up for a little while, but that same little person is going to come out or show up at some point.
And does that person show up this season?
Oh, absolutely. Yes.
Somebody recorded you dogging her out.
Bitch. And I'm not saying that she's a bad person. I'm not saying she's not a nice person. I'm just saying that there is a side to her, just like there would be a side to anyone. I think there's good and bad in everybody, so there is a side to her.
All right, let's talk about Kenya.
I'm that bitch with the bag. I'm that bitch that's gonna beat your ass.
Was she the reason that you hesitated coming back?
I wouldn't give her that much credit.
Really?
Absolutely.
How do you feel about her now?
I don't have a feel.
What do you mean?
Just what I said.
She is speaking openly in the press now.
But very good for her. Continue to speak very openly.
You know, she's the one who's not friends with people. She has allies.
Did she spit in your face?
She tried to act like she was going to spit on me, and you will see that on the show.
It has been rumored that you might have a little dirt on her marriage, or you might know something about her marriage.
No, I'm not even interested in her marriage. I wouldn't even care to get any dirt on her marriage. That's not who I am. Now, she, on the other hand, would probably care to get something on me, but I don't care about her marriage. I wish them well.
Do you think they'll get back together?
I don't know, and I don't care. The only thing I can say is that, you know, it's always sad when a family breaks up. And I'm just saying this overall, this goes for her as well. It's sad and it's unfortunate that their family would break up, but that's the only thing that I have to say about it. I mean, I don't care what happens.
Okay,
really.
well, let me ask you this. Was it real or was it a business arrangement?
I don't know what they were.
What do you think
honestly
they were?
I really could not even think. When I lay down at night, I don't have a thought of her at all.
Do you think that someone like Phaedra will ever come back?
No, I don't think Phaedra will
Why
ever
not?
come back. Maybe on some sort of special, they'll bring her back, but I don't ever see her back holding a peach. I'd love for her to be back holding a peach because I think she's super funny and she added a lot to the franchise. And I think that these girls all do low down, dirty things. And so I don't feel like, you know, because she's done something that they didn't like, they have to X her out for good. We need to end this.
How have you evolved with this show, and how will you be different than the NeNe we have seen from the beginning? Because there have been times where you have been the catalyst on this show.
It's okay. It's okay, though, because, you know, I have to grow just like anybody else. I'm just growing in the front of the cameras. You know, when they found me, I was much younger. This is out there almost 13. It was 13 years ago. Obviously, I've grown in lots of ways, which is a good thing. You know, I'm almost proud of myself. Sometimes I hear people say stuff and I'd be like, child, forget it. But the old me would be like, child, you can get it.
Right.
But now it's like, forget it. You know, I've just grown in many ways in my life. A lot of things don't bother me. A lot of things I don't care about anymore. I feel like on the show, you'll see me be quiet a lot. I'm trying, in the show, I actually try a lot this season to listen to what people are saying and then respond. Now, I do that a lot.
You have never held your tongue in your life.
No, but I did
Never
hold
once.
my tongue. But I really did this season. I really did listen to a lot of things that people were saying, and then I learned they weren't talking about nothing. They just talking just to be talking. It just was stupid, you know? It's just like, I need to talk, because y'all ain't talking about nothing. I mean, really, it's not. It's really weird, you know, being on a show like this, because to me, it's like everybody, a large number of them feel very entitled. And it's real odd to me, because when we started, it wasn't like that. Everybody had their lane, and everybody played their position. You know what I mean? These girls, to me, all seem to want to be the queen, or the one that everybody think of when they say housewives. And I don't think that that's possible. I think there's one queen and there's a lot of princesses.
You're the queen.
Well, I've been here since day one.
Who is trying to be the queen that is
I don't
annoying
know.
you right now?
I can't say anyone in particular, because there are a couple that try, and it's okay though. They can try, they can do whatever they do. I don't own this platform, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
And I honestly want to see the show stay around. So do whatever you do, because a lot of things I'm not gonna do.
It's like the evolution of NeNe continues, because now instead of
Yeah.
fighting folks, you're like, let's come together and
you know,
make
I ain't
money.
never been a fighter.
No, not a fighter,
No,
but I'm
I
saying
fight with
arguing.
my words. But you
Right.
know, I get it why people mostly think that I have fought, because I can say something that make you feel like you've been hit. So I get it. But you know, physically, when I would say a word and you'd be like, oh gosh, she hit me in the head. But you know, I'm not physically, you know, jumping on anybody.
Where is security? She needs to get out of the room.
Please, no.
Pause.
And among the other things you're doing, because you have done acting and
Yeah, I've done Broadway, scripted shows. I've done, you know, every reality show it is, Dancing with the Stars, Celebrity Apprentice. You know, I work with Celebrity Apprentice with Donald Trump.
Celebrities like looking good. Do we agree?
Yes, sir.
Absolutely.
What do you think about that? Did you see that coming?
With
That he
Donald,
would-
I did not. I did not see him becoming the president. I did not see him. No, he did talk about it before, but I don't know.
He talked about it to you?
Not to me, to us, to the group. I didn't. I just, you know, how somebody's just saying, you know, I may do run for president one day, but do you really think they're gonna run for president one day? I mean, I could say that. Do you think I'm gonna be president one day? But you know what? When I worked with him on the show, I've always said this very loudly. He was very cool on the show. He liked me, and I liked him, and his children were the most polite kids ever. They were very nice. Now, who he is on what we look at, I don't know who he is. And what he's posting on social media, I don't know who he is. I don't. He was not the person that I met.
You're also an ambassador for the American Cancer Society. Tell me about that.
My husband was diagnosed with stage 3. What's it, stage 4? Stage 3, I think, colon cancer. And so at that point, we became ambassadors. Greg went through a lot. He ended up doing chemo. He looks amazing today. He's
looks
come
great.
full circle.
He looks great.
There's no cancer in him. We did a lot, though. We worked really hard for a whole year to get Greg where he is. He looks amazing. He's completely bounced back. So we want to be able to do that for the next family. So we are now ambassadors for American Cancer Society.
That is awesome. Do you also feel like an ET ambassador now that you hosted the show?
Yes, I'm an ET ambassador. I also feel like Britney Spears. Oops, I did it again.
You crazy.
I love it, honey. I love Britney.